Hey everyone, welcome to draw number 6 of the College Curling Championships. My name is McKenna Green. I'm from the University of Minnesota.
I'm Alex. I'm from University of Wisconsin-Madison.
My name is Mallory and I'm from Penn State. Alright, so we're going over to sheet 2 right now.
On the sheet is UW-Madison versus Arizona State.
Alright, for UW-Madison, we have their coach who is Thomas. Fun fact about Thomas is he curled for UW Green Bay College. And then we have Skip Mitch Armstrong. Mitch is the oldest on the team. He says he enjoys being the old guy of the group.
We have Emily at third this game. Emily Brost is excited to graduate this year and begin her career in pharmacy. Within our group, she's well organized and has gained the nickname of Calendar.
Your second for this game is Colin Packard. He's set to graduate this year in horticulture science. He's very energetic and his positivity keeps their team in check.
Looks like Arizona State is making their next move here. Ooh.
On sheet 3, we have Stevens Point versus Princeton.
Alright, for Stevens Point, we have Katie Rennie at skip. Fun fact, she has been bowling in the White House basement. And then the third is Ryan Wojcik today. Their third is Sierra MacArthur. And their lead is Jada Harris right now. And then for Princeton, we have Nelson Rogers as skip, Lara Katz as third, Brian Lee is second, and Jonathan Dulce is lead. Princeton's got some pretty fun pants on, repping their school mascot right now.
Looks like that was intended for a draw, is now a guard.
Setting up some staggered guards. Not the worst thing. Now everything behind there is really well covered.
And we have a fun match here with RIT versus Harvard. Looks like Harvard is sitting 2 right now.
I think both these teams looking for their first win here.
I think so. Looks like we're going for a takeout right now.
Wide. And did he get anything? No.
Oh, close
No,
attempt.
misses.
So impressive catchers, golfers, and we'll see. Yeah.
Lions.
Lions. Thank you.
Big Ten commentators today.
Yep.
And we appreciate you all.
Thank you. You don't press enter on each.
Yeah, we should fix.
Oh, takeout, flip the guard.
Yep. RT really struggling in this first end to set anything up. Harvard with a great setup here, 2 fully buried behind their own. It's going to be tough for them to score 1 or even to limit Harvard to a steal of 1.
And back over to sheet 1. Again, this is Bowdoin v. Syracuse.
Syracuse struggling a bit so far in the tournament. They're 0-2, Bowdoin at 1-1. See if Syracuse can get their first win here. Like they're calling a ticket call. Could be a hit, but it would be pretty good to call a hit with this little ice. In a turn where you probably hit the guard as well. Like it's actually, now that I look at it, it's more like a hit.
They're good here. They can go for the hit roll. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Probably just trying to hit it, try and bring some more of them into
Nice shot.
The street notes. It's this right there. Didn't get the roll, but still needs a response from both.
Mitch Armstrong's about to throw his skip rock on sheet 2 for Madison.
Like this one's pretty tight. Looks like it's on the guard already. And just hit and roll over. Where does that one go? Just stay at the back, punch one through. It looked like one for Madison.
So Arizona has the hammer coming up into the second end here. Let's check in over in G3. Ooh, there's a lot of rocks in play.
A lot of rocks, but it looks like the shot rock is Stevens Point. They're hidden behind all that jungle mess. It's like they're sitting 1, 2 at the moment.
Potentially Princeton. That rest.
Oh wait, no, Princeton's red. My bad. Looks like Princeton's sitting 2. So yeah, Stevens Point's in a lot of trouble here. They gotta find some way to get to those. Probably try double peel here.
Over on sheet 4, Harvard ended up taking 2 in the first end.
Yep, great setup by Harvard, leads to a score of 2.
Let's see what happens over here.
They are really thinking about it. I don't think they've taken a timeout though. It's like they're deciding to draw instead, for just to the edge of the floor.
Definitely one of those hard positions to be in as a skip. I'm sure Katie's feeling quite a bit of pressure right now with that.
Looks like maybe Katie decided to change the shot up, didn't like how it looked from the hack. So now it looks like they're going for the double peel on the center tube. If they get this could be good. However, it's pretty hard to get the 2 going and roll out. And also, once you do, they probably just set it up again. So this is a very tough shot. Get 1, but leaves the other one. So oh well, that was the last shot. It's like Princeton steals 2, I believe.
Let's check in over on sheet 4.
It's like a pretty good draw here from Harvard. Very good weight, just needs to curl up. Oh, right to the top 8. That's really nice.
That's definitely well protected.
We just switch back to sheet 3 for a second just to check the score. Oh, and
Ooh,
it
3
was
for
actually a
Princeton.
steal of 3. definitely starting off to a hot start for them. We'll see how RIT responds in the second end.
Can you check the sheet 1 score?
Looks like 1 for Bowdoin in the first end. See how they're setting up their second.
Yeah, so guard a little bit off center. So it won't be affected by the center kick rule. It's like you're just trying to that rock being off the center is
Looks like Bowdoin is trying to set up a nice top 12 draw.
down to the thirds rocks. Interestingly, Bowdoin's third actually skips for most of the game. A little bit of a mishap on sheet 2 almost carried over. Draw here looks pretty hot. This looks like back 12, if not more. And Syracuse is right there, ready to sweep it out. Stay around. They'll just cast the back of the 8.
Looks like Syracuse is trying to.
We're gonna take a little look at the Arizona State and Madison game going on right here. Pretty nice setup in the house. Both teams making their draws.
Yeah, it looks like Madison has one covered in the forefoot pretty well. Mitch just suddenly throw another guard since the previous peel opened it up.
Big thank you to a bunch of our sponsors. We have Edward Jones Investments, Thrivent Financial, State Farm, Forever Exteriors. Thank you for your contributions to make this event happen.
Right, and this guard is over curling quite a bit. Looks like they're trying to get the tick off. Oh, pretty lucky with that one.
Beautiful
And-
setup they have.
He's forced to play some more heels because they had no chance of getting to that one in the top 4.
One.
Mouse game continues. Just guard, peel, guard, peel. It is important to note where that guard rolled to is now covering the Arizona State stone. So if they ever get rid of that red one, yellow one's going to be trouble for Madison. This one line seems to be much better.
Great guard by Mitch Armstrong right there for Madison. Let's see what Andy McDonald plans to do. Fun fact about the Arizona State skip. She has lived in 3 states, including California, Wisconsin, and Arizona.
If I were in their position, I'd probably call a double peel here. But there are a couple of options. If it's called a single peel, they probably set it up again. Or she might be trying to play the run back. They're really looking at that.
Marshall's not able to receive my messages. Catch it when you get down.
Thank you.
It's either an attempt to dig that one out with Ackley or a peel, run back, or peel. Oh yeah, this is coming this way. They're definitely trying to kill this guard.
See the sweepers running there a little bit.
Yep, and Wood
Oh,
just
the guy.
catches it. Well, move for Madison's pretty obvious. Just put it up again.
Alright, over here, sheet 3, Princeton and UW Stevens Point.
Princeton's been putting on the pressure this game, and they're not letting up. Sitting one behind cover. Looks like they're just going for a nose hit. Sit 3. It's always good to sit 3.
Pretty nice curling shoes by their skip. Nelson Rogers, fun fact, is a collegiate disc jockey. Oh,
Well,
looks like
this hit seems to have gone awry, and they're just gonna end up pushing the guard. Since that one is above the hog line, since it hit a rock in play, it will also remain in play. So yeah, that rock is not illegal.
Katie just calls for a takeout on that red stone.
Since that guard is so high up, it's definitely possible to come around it. Yeah, get to the back stone with quite a bit of weight. So it's quite a bit wide. Looks like they're just gonna hit their home. Yeah, and that is not what they wanted. Now, definitely sitting 2 is Princeton. They have a chance to just come around. You know? Yeah, down to Skips Rocks, and it is trouble for Stevens Point. Yeah, both Princeton and Stevens Point are 2-0, so this is really a key game for them.
Lots of energy right now, debating between the skip and the vice.
It's like a heated debate.
Let's
I
try.
haven't seen many of the teams use timeouts. I wonder if they forget they have them.
Lots of rocks in play over here on sheet 4, RIT and Harvard. 3 rocks sitting in that 4-foot between the two teams right now.
Oh, looks like Harvard is sitting definitely the 1, maybe 2. Yeah, trying to get something to happen here, kill those 2. You could try and wick off.
Oh, they clip
Oh.
one of them out.
Just click 1, but leaves the 1 yellow, so that's a steal of 1 for Harvard. And Harvard will extend their lead to 3-0.
Let's see the end finish over on sheet 1.
Just crash on top, unable to make the draw, so that'll be steal 1 for Bowdoin. Let's check the scores for sheet 2. Looks like it was a steal of 1, so unable to get that one out of the 4-foot. ASU just gives up a steal of 1. That red is on the center line. ASU would not be allowed to touch it, but fine. And nice corner guard set up. Have to try something to set up the offense after being stolen from. Supers are not touching this one at all. Looks like it's quite a bit heavy. May push the yellow in. Nope, it's curling past it. Which saying doesn't need it, doesn't need it. Just a little bit past the tee, but
Nice
still a
job.
great rock.
Very protected.
ASU wanting to make use of their corner, not understanding they don't need to go for the center ones immediately.
Who scored between Point and Princeton?
I think they're still on the second end. Last rock of the second end.
Gotcha.
Or
We'll
second
check.
to last,
Yeah.
because Stevens.
Check in on that score in a minute.
Well, they really gotta go for this one. Go right on the guard, and doesn't look like they pushed it in. Not sure what Mitch is doing, just waving his broom around, but it's pulling another center guard. You rarely see this in college play, but it's definitely to protect against. Nope. Okay, change his mind. Yeah, just coming around up well, try and cover that one just a bit more while also staying as a counter. We could switch to sheet 3 to see the last shot. I guess just they've been forced to tough draw here. Although just full A will work. They do have some backing at that.
It's a little fast.
Yeah, it's a little fast. They may be able to chip off just barely, but I don't know if it's enough. They do chip off. Just rolls a little too far. Looks like it's another steal of 1 for Princeton. And Stevens Point needs to find something here. Down 4-0.
Like it's Bowdoin shot over on sheet 1.
Looks like they're just trying to tap their red up a bit. Tap it up just slightly, but go off.
Nice shot there.
Sitting 2.
Syracuse chooses to go after them. Not sure why he plays front back. Okay, they're choosing to ignore those in the top 12 and draw around. It is very reasonable. Go for this one. Just way too heavy. Oh,
Ooh.
but they got the little tick off. Roll in. Wow. Got a bit of a lucky break there. Really happy about that one. Bowdoin not so much. Yeah, now they're kind of at a loss of what to do. Probably just peel the guard. Yep. Now it is interesting. If they peel it the wrong way here, they're gonna run it into their own. So they gotta make sure they hit the inside of the rock. Because if they run it into their own and kill a couple, that will be disastrous. Looking at the run back, and it's probably pretty close. I just had to watch out for that jam, but now Syracuse in a pretty dominating position. Meanwhile, sheet 2, very similar situation once again. Just Madison has one rock buried, but with just a bunch of stuff up in front to guard.
Like that similar peel as well. I believe I saw that exact same shot last then.
Yeah, this is really deja vu, but
And Mitch is calling for another guard up there.
yeah, he's just content with just topping it up and just stealing one, or even a couple more here. But yeah, it's so tough when you have these situations where you just have to keep chasing. Definitely needs some kind of double peel or run back to get you back in the game.
Got some hard sweeping action over there for Madison.
Just another guard coming up. Very nice. Will cover. the shot rock quite well. Yep. So ASU realizing that just peeling and guarding isn't gonna work. Looks like they're switching up their strategy, going for a freeze instead this time. This one might be really down weight, going really hard on it. Line's also looking a little tight. Can they get by? No, they can't. And they will just nose it, basically stick there as a center guard. So really unfortunate outcome there.
Bowdoin takes one yellow out of the house, rolls behind some guards. Nice shot there.
Looks like they're sitting now. Nice hit and roll.
Yeah, it does look like Bowdoin's shot now. Yeah, so Mitch is just going on the guard streak still. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Very exciting to see UW Madison at Nationals. They have a new curling club that was founded this year or last?
Last year.
Last year. Mason in the winter hat right now for the Badgers founded the UW club, and he's working hard to make sure that it lasts for more years to come. Very exciting to have them here.
ASU is new as well, are they not?
I believe they are. I don't remember.
ASU
from
one of
last
the
year.
best clubs out of the emerging region. I think I'm pretty sure they won did they win the regional to get here?
I believe so. Yeah. Coming off really strong in their early years of their program.
No.
I believe it's their first year.
That's an interesting place to curl out in Arizona.
They have 17 feet of insulation at their curling club.
17 feet. Wow.
That's
Apparently.
17. That's more than a whole house worth. So
Nice hit again by Bowdoin for that takeout. Sits them at 2 right now.
a couple great shots by Bowdoin has turned the end completely around after that bad miss. Yes, you're trying really hard to get this freeze on there. Pretty close. Just got to
Just
squeeze
got by that.
a little bit further. Oh, I don't know if they got it far enough to cut them. I think Madison is still sitting either 2 or 3. It's a tiny bit light on the draw there. See what Mitch does here. I wouldn't be surprised if he guards, but you know, he seems happy with the draw here. Yep, going with the draw.
Looks like Syracuse just missed their takeout slash kiss right on those 2 Bowdoin stones over there on the first sheet. Bowdoin stones being completely unguarded.
Yeah, those 2 are definitely set up for a double. Finger on the nose. That's why Bowdoin's trying to cover them up right now. And once they do, if they do, then it's gonna be looking really sketchy for Syracuse to get anything here. This one just keeps running. Stop in time. I think they're going just a bit deep. The top 8. And I don't know if they covered enough of that.
Sitting 3 in the house. Let's take a look at our other half of the ice.
Stevens Point just having trouble finding ways to generate that offense. Just every time, it's not enough of their rocks in the house. Could be that they're struggling with draw weight. They just seem to be a little miscommunication because if they stopped sweeping, they would have been past that guard, but they just take it all off. So maybe a little bit of communication. Yeah.
It looks like
Jada
Harvard's
Harris.
feeling the pressure over there.
We got hands above the head at Harvard, and then we have Jada Harris making jokes with Mason from Madison. Very different vibes between the sheets.
Yeah.
I mean, Harvard shouldn't be too upset
I
about
know
it.
some Harvard
Okay.
would be angry about here. I would be complaining too hard about like, stealing every end.
Yeah. Looks like
Speaking
they
of
got
which,
two.
that's another steal too from Harvard. And they're just running away with this.
Going into N4 for Harvard and RIT right now.
Stealing has been a pretty common theme across all the games so far. A lot of steals from Harvard, Princeton, Bowdoin, and Madison. Speaking of which, Madison stole 2 in the last end. It's like ASU was only able to cut them down to 2 with that first draw.
See this final shot here on sheet 3? Or final stones?
I think that's their vice second stop.
Vice a second.
This one looks pretty good. Come on. Get a little bit further. No. And it'll just die. So looks like Princeton's probably sitting 1. They're in the 8 book.
See what they're doing over on sheet 1.
Oh, so
Bowdoin's sitting 3 right now.
yep, and Syracuse trying to drag the button, trying to get one. It looks like they're on the top, right? Yeah, I just bumped it back. And I think they rolled too far, so that's probably a steal of 3. 3 more. Two more.
Not any nail biters so far with this draw. I know the previous draw had some really close games there at the end.
Has anything happened in college curling?
Never has a truer fact been said.
Princeton. Looks like the sweepers really overcooked that one. It has the backing, so it wasn't too bad. Sitting at least 1, Princeton. Have to find some way to get points here. Yeah, looks like they're probably sitting 2.
Brian Lee keeping his lips his lips hydrated there. Brian's fun fact is that he derives joy from checking his emails. Very exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty dry out there, so good to make sure your lips are not too dry.
Absolutely.
Ryan Lee also recently was awarded the prestigious Pine Prize from Princeton University, which is the highest general distinction conferred onto an undergraduate.
Congratulations, Brian, on that. Very well deserved. He's always brings a fun presence to the curling community here.
Oh, and that shot just then will not be helping out Stevens Point's cause as it rolled over and managed to cover Princeton Stone. So this seems to be some really tough situation for Point here.
Lots of rocks in play on that sheet as well for Stevens Point and Princeton.
It looks like they're just trying to draw in. You do need to be careful about not bumping the yellows. But the room is so wide out there, I think you're probably fine.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where this rock goes with that line.
Yeah, you never know though. Sometimes the sheets tend to curl a bit more on the edges, so.
Looks
This-
like that stone was a little
Oh.
too light.
Falling off from Laura in the
Yeah.
house.
It's like you were just over curling, they didn't want to bump it. Good call. Now it'll just be another guard. And now what do you do from point? What do you do?
Definitely hard from our angle on the screen. Can't really tell if you can run back through that port, but maybe a draw might be the best option for them with a little backing.
Yeah, since we're angled this way, I think the red in the ankle is probably fully buried. So your best bet is probably just to draw for the single.
Stevens Point sweeping hard, 3 sweepers on the stone, but it's gonna
Nice different
crash the
upper
guard.
curl. Yeah. Man, so that rock turned out to be very crucial for Princeton, even though it was a miss. Well, is there a bit of controversy with scoring? Nope. I think they decided. But yeah, Princeton's light draw actually helped prevent Stevens Point from mounting a comeback there. Because even though they were probably not past their yellow, they could bump it up into shot rock.
2 more for Princeton on the board.
Oh, and with a 6-point deficit, it's going to be really tough for Point to come back now.
There's plenty of time though.
Yup. Or is anything can happen? It's certainly a very unique end. All the rocks up in front with one on the hog line. With nothing in house. But yeah, there are so many guards that it's exceedingly tough to get anything in. This one looks like it'll just be a bit heavy. Can they get it out? Or will it just catch the back edge?
Oh, nice. Good shot there for Harvard. That ended up working pretty well for them.
Yup. Really tough to maneuver through all of those guards and staying in the rings. RTI will try and mimic the same maneuver. It will be a bit easier for them now that they have Harvard Stone as backing.
Couple more sponsors we have. We have CCF Bank, we have Toboggan Run Dental, Real Estate Solutions, Dairy State Bank, LaPointe Tire and Automotive, Caldac Construction, and Rice Lake Wayne Systems. So thank you everyone. Let's see, RIT gets one in the 12-foot.
Looks like they missed their draw there. Slightly narrow, hit the guards up front.
Yep. That was almost like hack weight, but worked out for them in the end. Harvard's probably just happy to draw again. You know, this path, so we comfortable with it.
Zoom a little bit, you can see both houses here.
We'll see how Point tries to set up some offense, going for the corner guard. This will just keep curling till covers maybe the 12-foot. Maybe a little bit handicap. But yeah, even up 6 points, Princeton is not letting up the pressure. Normally you'd see a lot of teams here just throw it into the rings or whatever with a big lead, but they are just staying to their guns and just throwing up that center and drawing around. Speaking of which, this is a great draw.
That's really nice. Harvard threw up another guard with that last shot they had. Oscar says hi Alex in the chat. Hi Oscar.
Hello Oscar. Hope you're appreciating this incredible commentary. But yeah, even though that one was only top 12, these are exceedingly like annoying to deal with because it's hard to get behind them.
Alright, switching over to some of the other games right now.
Yeah, so it's like Bowdoin actually in a lot of trouble this time. With the rock buried in the back button. They do have a chance to turn it all around though. Good double here could turn everything around. Sit 2.
Rock's got a lot of weight. Let's see what it does.
It's a little bit narrow. They might clip the guard. Oh,
Man.
just clips the guard, and I see Syracuse just guarding here. Nope, but they want to be aggressive, being down a couple of points. Not a bad call. Wanting a couple more to add to their comeback. So drawing in once again. Meanwhile, shoot 2. Once Madison doesn't have one buried in the 4-foot. So I guess they're just trying to set that up here. Weight looks fine, but just not enough curl. So that one's still pretty exposed. ASU will be able to get to it. Shoot 1. Syracuse was a pretty good pro miss there. They ticked off the guard, but managed to roll into the house. Although it doesn't look like that was third shot. Pretty close between the two. But yeah, by opening that up, now Bowdoin is able to hit the shot rock.
We've got Xavier Littman holding broom in the house for Arizona State. Xavier is a sports photographer at ASU, so that's pretty exciting, involved in sports aspect in multiple ways.
I believe ASU here is just trying to chase the red out of that. It's partial. Or they could be switching to the run back. Very very tough shot here.
Bowdoin's got a quick rock shooting down the sheet right now.
Yeah, looks like instead of trying to hit the shot rock, they're trying for the double. But
It's one of them.
rolls over. Not a bad spot since it's hard to remove that one without also killing your own. Actually, no. Those will do it, just the ankles will be. Yeah, Syracuse finally building some momentum in this end. See if they can make the comeback against Bowdoin after a couple rough ends to start it. Yes, see, this just looks way too narrow. Yeah, clips the top guard.
Opens things up a little more, but there's just
Yeah,
so
there
many
is-
guards in play.
It's like a great wall of China up front. There's nothing. I imagine Mitch will. Oh, he's trying to get through.
Kind of interesting. All 4 of our games are pretty high score in the game of curling compared, and then the opponents have 0. You don't really see that a lot. Curling's
Yeah.
typically a game of 1s and 2s, so it's kind of interesting to.
Usually the teams also trade scores, but because of the hammer, but yeah, shutouts are very uncommon. Oh no, Syracuse, big mistake there. Right as they look like they're something cooking, but crash in front. Now, wanting to guard is kind of a strange call. But I guess they're just going really hard for the force now. Just telling Syracuse, here, take your 1, but that's fine. There's always a risk to this, because at the end of the day, Syracuse could always draw around for a second point.
Let's see if Mitch did attempt the draw over here.
This looks quite a bit.
ASU sweeping that out too.
Yup.
Hard shot to make there.
A pretty tough one. Looks like this is going to be the last rock from ASU. They hit and stick, they'll be able to half their deficit. Just need to be careful not to jam on their back.
Fist bumps from Bowdoin team over there.
It's rare to see fist bumps from the guard. Syracuse doesn't have much here, they're just throwing around. It's also good because even if he misses this one, the second one's probably going to be a draw again, so good to have the skip get their draw rate down. Checking out the other sheets. Looks like RAT was actually able to score 1 in the 4th end. They'll now be heading to their break. But at least they're on the scoreboard against Harvard. Meanwhile, sheet 3, Princeton actually in a bit of a tough situation. I think the point is sitting 1 or 2. Yeah, probably 2 because he's calling for the double here. This will be a big shot if it's made.
Looks
Yes.
like Madison got one.
So the steals can continue for Madison. Princeton has got to hit this rock just about a third. might be a bit close to clipping their red once they hit it, but I think it's under enough where they won't.
Very fast rock. Let's see.
Like it's really close. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Still
just
a
little
really
bit
good
thin.
shot. Yeah.
Just kicked it up, but I think that's enough for them to sit 2. So, even though you didn't get it out, that should be huge.
We'll have to see who scored on sheet 1. Looks like they had it out for their break.
Yeah. Bowdoin is able to score anything in that good end. I mean, Syracuse. Stevens Point as that was a tough rock for Stevens Point. They had something going and it just got destroyed.
Looks like she's attempting the draw here. Maybe.
Looks like a hit with how fast it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a
Yep.
hit. There
She's
we go.
really got to curl.
Let's
You know,
see.
just roll out. And just really not able to get anything going.
She'll have one more rock after this. At least it's pretty open for that draw.
Yeah. Yeah, Princeton's gonna try and narrow down the scoring area here. Yeah, but no way for Stevens Point to score 2 here unless if they make something out of it. Only 1 rock left in the end. Harvard and RIT already back on the ice after their break. They're just speeding along. Now Princeton and Stevens Point taking a lot of time thinking throughout their shots. They definitely need to be careful with the clock, because that might become a factor. Both teams with 30 minutes if they keep time to get the game and 1 timeout.
Typically, teams usually don't have an issue with this. I remember my first nationals 2 years ago. I was playing a game and the opposing team had to forfeit due to their clock running out. So this is something teams need to keep in mind, especially when they're moving slower than the other teams on the other sheets. That was
And
a really
very
nice
draw.
Wow.
Perfect draw from Princeton, really putting on the pressure.
Really impressive from their skip there.
Princeton's skip just putting on a clinic, making all these draws. Stevens Point maybe looking at if there's a double with those 2 reds, but just too far buried, I think. So they'll just have to go with the draw. Yeah, just get your point, even though it's not that much. You gotta start from somewhere if you're gonna make a comeback. Like basically all the teams back on the ice after the break, while Stevens Point and Princeton have yet to finish their 4th half. So yeah, this is looking really tight. They really gotta go to get past that red.
Even if they hit it and bounce it back and stick, that would be fine too. As a plan B. We got 2 hard sweepers right now.
Just
Let's
overcurl
see.
a bit, just bump it no, so that will not be enough to score. And it's,
Really close try there. Princeton will take 1 again.
yeah, great last shot for Skip, just forced Stephen's point to such a hard shot there.
Syracuse. So Syracuse on sheet 1 ended up taking 1 in the 4th minute. This is a shot from Marcus Otto. Marcus says his favorite food is pizza with pineapple on it. Lots of mixed opinions about that.
A poll in the YouTube chat.
Let's start a poll. Let's engage with Marcus. Does pineapple belong on pizza? To our viewers, feel free to share your vote. I vote yes. I'm a huge fan of pineapple on my pizza.
I would also have to agree on that. My favorite type of pizza. What are your thoughts, Alex?
I'm pretty neutral.
Neutral in the pineapple pizza debate.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Marcus on this one. It's probably one of my
And a
favorites.
really nice
Really nice tick
kick.
there.
Wow.
Awesome.
Probably not what they were going for, but
But I like it. I don't hate it.
yeah. I don't hate it. Alright, feeling maybe a little frustrated. Let's see if there's anything on a different angle.
Looks like Cameron, their skips, just trying to figure out what to do in this situation.
So they're calling it teal. They could totally jam it on their on the opponent yellow in the house. So could have good things happen here.
Getting back to take a better look.
Yep.
This rock's coming in hot.
Looks pretty close to hitting the yellow. No, never mind.
Oof.
It just
Takes it just a little bit.
and that is exactly where you don't want to hit it, because if you hit it anymore, you kill the red. If you just get past it, you probably hit the yellow behind. Just that in-between spot.
5 votes from our audience. 60% did say pineapple goes on pizza. So, I guess we're all Team Marcus for the majority. Sweeping hard for Harvard right now.
Pretty close. You just gotta get it for weight. Nope. Stop. Short.
Good guard though to cover their yellow.
Yeah, they have really nice line there. Alright, he just kind of stuck here. They're kind of in the Madison, Arizona situation where Harvard's just gonna keep guarding. You do. They gotta try to do some kind of double Q working off or something.
Stevens Point yet to return. They're still on their little break. Let's check in back over here.
ASU versus Madison. Looks like Madison covered 2 rocks behind the corner guard. Pulling for a third. While on sheet 1. With a lot of rocks just all around the house. Syracuse called for a guard.
Let's see how this Madison draw turns out.
Yeah, they are not touching it at all, which is not a good sign. And I'll probably just sail through.
Stopping. Oh, Mitch is gonna sweep it.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Nice.
It just
Wow.
really digs at the end. Wow.
Turned out pretty good for Madison there.
Yep.
Big smiles there.
Now, it looks like that stone is definitely exposed, so we'll have to see what the
Yes.
response is.
Yes, you're just trying to freeze on top. I guess they don't want to really play the hit. Oh, this is coming like quite a bit away.
Not enough curl on that.
Yeah. Just when you throw on this ice, when you throw it just a little faster, it just does not curl. Super straight on hits. But on your draw, it just curls miles. So really important to get the weight right for any shot, especially on this ice.
Mitch is playing aggressive here, calling for another draw instead of trying to guard his stone.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So that's what it looks like. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, whatever they end up going for here, it's either or. Like, both are pretty good outcomes. Oh, this one looks to be a little bit tight. Might crash in the front. It's gonna be real close. Yeah, it looks like they're on the front one, so they're probably just gonna try and take and roll off.
Looks like Syracuse was attempting a draw there, and they guarded up Bowdoin's guard.
ASU is definitely calling for a draw. They're trying to get something in the house there, get some points on the board.
Yeah. So even with one there, this is really tough. This is gonna be really tough for ASU to score more than one. Scoring error just drops so much. Very
That's
close, but
really
just ticked off.
close.
It does open up the Madison stone a bit more, and they'll hang around. Mitch is content with throwing out their guard.
Bowdoin clears up a little bit of the guards in that situation.
To replace the yellow up in front with the red.
Checking back in over here. Lots of rocks in the Harvard RIT house.
Harvard just putting on the pressure still.
RIT takes the second count out.
Just the shot rock where it is. Look like they're probably gonna try to draw. Even Spoon is playing a lot of freezes, but I really don't think he's the way to go. Gotta throw up some guards. Back your rocks. The freezes are great, they're just really tough to get consistently in that one. Sail almost through the house.
Always good to see our players still smiling. Jada Harris always smiles and giggles on the ice, so she makes the best out of any game, no matter what. She's probably one of my favorite people to play against. Let's see Harvard's shot over here from Ethan Jasny.
Oh yeah, and it's looking pretty good. They're just gonna tap that red back a little bit.
Really nice shot. Beautiful.
And that looks like another 2 points or 3. It's 2 or 3. We'll see. Stevens point. Now playing the hit, but now that the Reds are stacked that way, they should probably instead play the freeze. They got a little bit of a captor's hit to the 2 rocks building there. But I guess with the rocks building up, they're not confident that they can get rid of all of them. So, and pretty nice, got both of them out, but wasn't able to stick. Nice little double.
Let's see the roll here.
Oh,
Wow, what a great
wow.
Super shot from Mitch.
Great shot.
Doubles out the yellow from Arizona State. Wow, that just
Oh, that was really cool.
fist bumps all around Madison.
Well deserved.
Yeah, ASU looked like they had something going there. Mitch is merciless. Yeah, that was the only way you could get it out, because they were pretty much on top of the Madison stone. Since he kicked it sideways, it just went straight out.
Lots of curling skill in the Armstrong family. Mitch's brother, who's a UWSP alum, Jackson Armstrong, just got back from placing 4th at the World Junior Championships in Finland. He's got older brother Mitch on the ice playing for Madison right now. Lots of comments for Mitch's shot. What a shot. We agree.
Yeah, and it looks like ASU just trying to tap this a little bit, maybe roll in.
That's looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good. It looks like it might be dying just a little bit. Will they
Super
set it up?
hard.
Not quite, it looks like. I think that looks like 2 red. Yeah, it looks like 2. Through this hand signals.
Looks like that Princeton shot just made it right through. See how things are going on sheet 1.
This thing goes crazy shots.
Bowdoin's going for a takeout, it looks like, on the yellow in the 4-foot. Clips it out. Nice
They'll
shot.
just peel it out. Like they're sitting 3 around the edge. So I'll be happy with that result. So they'll add 3 more to their total.
Like they're pretty happy about that.
It's Madison. Arizona just trying to do everything they can to build up some offense. Work hard. looks pretty decent. They decided to sweep it in, so it's just a little heavy. That's a big mistake, because you're ahead by this. Oh, I guess Rich doesn't hit it. Okay. Yeah, but if you have rocks in the house when you're down a bunch of points, it's just very, very dangerous. Oh, it's probably just gonna hit home.
Let's see what's going on with Stevens Point. Couple rocks left in this end.
The first time we've seen Stevens Point with a bit of an advantage. He got an open house basically to draw into. Two guards up in front, so a lot of chances here. And really hard for Wade.
Three,
It looks
three,
pretty
please.
close. Now backing up. Maybe they overcooked it a bit. Princeton's good just coming out to sweep this one. Right to the
Nice.
back here.
It's like count.
Yeah, so looks like Stevens Point are counting two at the back of the house there. It is up to Princeton to try and hold it up. Try on top. Nice. Madison coming up. Fifth end of play. Will they be able to sit on top and force Stevens Point to one? Wait, looks to be pretty close. They're sweeping it really hard though. Wait, looks to be really close here. Oh no, did they sweep it a bit too much?
Ryan with the sweep right now.
Ooh, and they
It's
might have
still
just
count.
gotten away with it. Wow. So, is there any way to get those back once count? I think the only thing that's there is the run back. Is Stevens Point willing to try it? At this point, being down so many points, you might be desperate situations call for desperate measures. That is a really long run back.
Let's see, we're sweeping hard for Stevens Point. Are they gonna get it?
Just a little bit outside and looks like they'll roll away.
Oh.
So yeah. Just another steal from Princeton.
Alright, let's make our way over to sheet 4 once again. Before we do, we'd like to thank a few of our sponsors. Rice Lake Weighing Systems, Cadleck Constructions, and State Farm with Ashley R. Headley, agent. Thank you all for supporting the sport of curling, and especially the USA College Curling Championships.
Right counter. Sort of different thing. Got like a crazy
So-
shot routine or something.
Someone's counting down their clock time.
Yep. Wow. Looks a little bit wide, but maybe they'll get lucky with a double.
No. Field goal.
Yikes. That's a rough one.
Man.
Painful.
So maybe RIT feeling a bit of life here. I think they can come back. We've got to try and sit a couple more if I were them, because you're down a lot of points. Gotta get your points somewhere.
You can check back in on the Bowdoin and Syracuse game. See how that's going.
Second now, not their stupid bonus.
Sweeping that rock hard and early.
That seems to be a trend so far. Usually they are, the sheets are a little bit slower after the fourth and break, but not by much. Just come short in the house. Bowdoin probably looking to just hit this. Their specialty, at least when we played them, were the downweight, backweight hits around the cards. They're very good at those.
It's really exciting for the East Coast, the Midwest, and the emerging regions to come together during nationals because typically in the school year we don't get the chance to play those teams, so we don't really know their strategies until you start to play them on the ice.
Yeah, each team has like their own quirks. Yup. And
Nice
that's a great
hit.
shot and roll in. Wow.
Beautiful.
Yup, that is their bread and butter is the hit and roll in. Meanwhile on G2, 3 Madison counters all around the house. Only safe spot is right on top of the back red. You have to be there, can't roll off or be light or heavy. It's very, very high difficulty shot.
Flips their guard there for Syracuse.
Seal is not very successful as they just line them up for 2-3 guards in front of that red. Yeah, why not add one more to that? On sheet 2, this looks like it's over brilliant light. Yeah, just light. I don't think that's even far enough to cut Madison to 2. They probably just throwing one in there. Try to take the button away. Hold it. That's a good guard. Roll on. Back of their own. Alright, you're probably just gonna feel this again. No. Gonna call freeze now. Seeing the longest number of guards there.
Mitch Armstrong's shot looking pretty good. Maybe a touch heavy there.
Just gonna touch their own and then spill.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Just, yeah. She just has to make the same shot again. She got one chance. except now they just short counter, so a little bit more pressure.
Syracuse gonna hit the guards again.
I think the freeze didn't pan out very well.
Kid Evan Chapman is calling for guard for Bowdoin. Evan says when he was younger, he played competitive chess.
That's really
They often call curling chess on ice.
eight.
Let's see if ASU can make their draw. They've got some backing behind the button.
Yep.
She's
They
got
really gotta go for
pocket to sit on.
No, never mind. They're close. I think they gotta curl just a bit to get to the play. Really good shot.
A little too late.
That looks so good all the way down, but just light. And that'll be 3 or 4. 4? Wow.
4 for Wisconsin Madison.
Looks like they're shaking.
Yup, they are off the scoreboard and then they shake. Yup.
Alright, game is over. Congrats to UW Madison for taking that with a shutout 11-0.
Yup. Dominating performance.
Great shots in that game.
We'll have to congratulate Mitch. Here. That crazy shot.
That was insane. Alright, UW Stevens Point is over here.
Looks like they got a pretty good setup going on. 2 yellows, look at this third. Princeton, looks like they've been letting them off the hook a bit. Even though they're up a lot of points, you still gotta hold on to that lead.
Good sweeping skills there from Point.
Great sweep to get it biting.
Wow, nice sweep.
So, yeah, probably play the double here. 2 yellows. Recruit. See if Princeton can improve the weight necessary to make this shot. Or no, they're throwing a hit and roll. Right behind the front yellow. Calling for the curl. Well, not curl enough and roll the other side.
Very impressive performance from Princeton this game. Princeton is coached by Legler, who was the skip who won the national championship last year for college curling.
Stevens Point looking to hit right back. And this one looks pretty good. It's right on the. I don't know how that works.
Great shots by Ryan for both those.
Yep. Yeah, Princeton keeps trying to roll behind, although it doesn't seem to be very good. They can just hit nose and hit you out.
Good strategy for keeping things open for Stevens Point to get a big end with hammer. It's nice to have
Yeah.
lots of rocks in the house.
Hey, I said they needed a couple guards, but apparently they don't. If they can make it work, then it's fine. Yeah, Princeton coming with a lot of weight, but used to be pretty wide.
Fast rock.
Oh, he's hitting the double. Oh, and he just chips
missed
and gets
it.
nothing. Wow. Big mistake.
Check our score on sheet 4. RIT Harvard. Alright, looks looking like Harvard is at 8 points after taking one last end.
Maybe Harvard's just not very good with hammer. Like they scored 7 points without like one bit.
Going for a takeout here.
Even though hammer's traditionally thought of as an advantage, sometimes it's hard being hammered because you're always reacting to what your opponent's doing.
Looks like RIT is just going for the draw here.
Already sitting one. Just wanna get one buried behind all those guards. It's like the king chant and bumping. Like, alright, that's a pretty good
Not too
result,
bad.
all things considered. Now,
I mean, I think the double's there. They're close.
They're gonna try it.
yeah. Harvard skip calling for firm weight, which is indicated by the shoulder tap. About 8 seconds, which is very fast. Plenty enough to get this double. Okay, looks kind of sad. Oh, and now we see why.
That was rough. That was
Yeah.
really rough.
Dude, having 2 of those in a row, just like as a skip, just having to watch those come down, it's kind of distressing. Well, if Harvard keeps missing, who knows? RIT could mount a huge comeback. A lot of things being tapped, but it looks like they're going for a draw. Maybe tap the red a bit. A little bit of a slip.
It's a little
Yeah,
hot,
this looks
wide
like the
and
Harvard
heavy.
stone from earlier.
I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Oh wow, lots of action there. Almost looks like we're dancing in the house.
Because the tap on the bum stands for bumper. Although that's not a lot.
Oh, we had a broom slam from Princeton right there. Didn't look too happy there.
Should we check on their score?
Yeah, let's
What
take a
happened?
peek.
Or let's check at the end, because it looks like they have 1 shot left, so probably something bad. I think we look over it. They're like sitting 5.
All right, wow.
Okay, so it looks like
Sitting
Stevens'
2.
point has the chance to get 4. They need a hit and roll onto the rings. Make sure not to jam. So yeah. It's a pretty easy shot, but just with a couple things to watch out for.
If Stevens Point gets 4, it could give them the opportunity for a comeback if they pull off their next 2 ends. Even to tie and go into a 9th would be good for them.
Yeah, you'll be surprised how quickly things can turn around. Just a couple steals, a big end.
So I come to the elf club now. Okay. All right.
Let's see if we can see this rock coming down at us.
It's like it's a little bit wide. Don't want to roll out here. Definitely
Let's
needs
see.
to hit the red.
Crucial shot here.
Hits it, and looks like it will roll out after hitting their own. So only a score of 3. So yeah, 3 points is definitely big, but I don't know it's gonna be something 5 points and 2 ends for a point.
Check out how Bowdoin and Syracuse are doing over here on sheet 1. Going into this.
It looks a little heavy. Probably stick around and affect well.
And when are you heading to the
They
outside?
have
Syracuse looking for something to do to get some rocks in the house, try and catch up here.
Freeze.
their stuff. Somebody in me.
Let's see. So tough that they rarely end up where you want to.
Yes.
Oh no, they actually called a hit. Never mind.
Oh,
And they
nice
managed to
shot.
avoid the jam at the back. Would have been great if they rolled over to the center. That's a fine shot.
Scorp's coming up.
No, ever since that end, Stevens Point is looking a lot better.
I think one
Princeton
thing,
only sitting 1 right now.
one thing that can happen too when you're up so many is that
Get complacent.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
This is
he
not
took
very good for
one.
our. Well, it groups them together, so they probably could draw down to it. What?
It's like RIT got one in the 7th.
Looking to see if they'll play an 8th or push the rocks back. It's up to RIT since they are the team that is down.
Looks like they're really trying for this run back, but it just overcurled. Yeah. No good. Just killed their. Nudges their own. Wow. That was a very high risk shot. Probably throw the draw to at least get something. No. Oh, just kind of freeze on top of the yellow. I guess it makes sense. Just trying to prevent the run back.
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, if you're a little bit light, then the guard accomplishes the same thing. If you're a little heavy, you draw down your own.
Nice sweeping at Princeton.
Love the tiger
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, I was about to say that makes them better as we.
I'm sure.
Giving this run back another chance is Steven's point. It's sweeping it really hard, but it's just over through. Give her this roll. And that is not great. Because now that those are staggered, there's no longer a run back on those reds. They basically did what Princeton was trying to do.
Let's check in down by Bowdoin here. Got a couple yellow in the house there. Red sit and count right now.
So Bowdoin maybe trying to protect their shot rock, or looks like what they're trying to do is draw onto the yellow there. Never mind. Just picking the yellow out. They got a piece of it. They'll rule out themselves. So yeah, just taking out all the Syracuse stones, making sure that we don't lose. Really hard to play against this defensive hitting when you're down a lot of points. Syracuse just trying to draw on top, get something to happen.
Not really close games this draw. Nothing too wild happening. I know last draw it was down to the last shot with MIT and Toledo.
And Toledo won that game?
Toledo won, yeah.
Barely. Wow.
Just by the last shot they stole one.
Yeah, these games, a couple of them were looking like shutouts. Even.
We ended one with a shutout, ASU and Madison. Let's see where this rock goes for Syracuse.
Looks pretty close.
Looks pretty solid.
Looks good.
Wow, great shot.
Nice shot.
Taps the back and sits shot. That'll get them going. Come on, no fist bumps. That was a fist bump worthy one. Oh, calling for the timeout. Bowdoin really doesn't know how to deal with this rock here. Big throws in on top. They're on. While they take their timeout, we'll switch to Stevens Point versus Princeton. So just kind of building up their little arsenal of rocks back there. While Stevens Point is getting stuck with the guards on top. Wow, even the skip coming out to help his sweepers. And they'll just get it to the top 12. So it looks like they're still, Stevens Point still trying to play that run back. Tried a couple times now. See if this is the time they actually get it. No, it's 3 times a charm.
Hard sweeping again from
Yeah,
Point.
and wow, she got up to sweep her rock on a hit. That's crazy.
Oh,
the long only gets the one. That was a good try. And where? Oh wait, do they not have him? Looks like they don't. Oh right, they scored last time. 3. So it'll be a draw for 2, I believe, for Princeton here.
Let's check in on Harvard and RIT. Mathematically impossible for RIT to win, so I guess it doesn't really have the most significance right now here.
What's the score for us?
It is 8-2 Harvard in the 8th end.
Yeah, I guess they.
I mean, you're at nationals, why not play your rocks if you want, I guess.
I thought they were required to forfeit if you're a Madison, but maybe they're counting the guard. I mean, they should be counting the guard as well as rocks, possible counters. So maybe based off of those, you can still buy. Well, RIT's gonna kill their what? Want to forfeit? Okay, yeah, just drawing. Yeah, if you kill enough of your own guards, you have to forfeit. So. Since you just run yourself out of rocks. Yeah, so Harvard honestly should probably play some hits here. This one's just sailing right through. So, will we see handshakes? Yup.
Yep,
That
there
is
we are.
handshakes from RIT. And
Alright,
so Harvard finishes 8-2.
congratulations to Harvard. Let's check in on Bowdoin and Syracuse are doing right now.
Like skip for Bowdoin.
That yellow rock still sitting there after that beautiful shot from
Or
Syracuse.
Syracuse, sorry. Skip for Syracuse. And this one looks pretty good as well. Just drawing right on top again. Tap it back.
Oof.
Far enough. Will it go far enough? Well, I don't know.
Hard to top for us.
I don't know. It looked like it was losing a lot of speed, so. Oh no, they look like they're about to shake, so it's probably only
Okay.
one.
Right. Game over.
We don't really.
Don't really know the score. Okay, they're
Yeah.
putting it up for us. Oh, okay. Bowdoin takes one there.
Whoa! What?
I guess we had the wrong view from that.
I guess their one in the back was actually shot rock.
Wow.
They just didn't
interesting.
push it enough.
So that is 9-1 Bowdoin.
So we only have one game left going on. Oh, and they are shaking.
Alright.
Looks like
Princeton has won this match, so congratulations to all our winners.
wow, yeah, all of the games just wrapped up all around the same time.
We're going to end the live stream for this draw. Thank you for tuning in.